Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode from Lingua Meet. In this episode we will do something very special. We will make a cup of coffee, of Turkish Egyptian coffee that we used to drink, and I will talk with you actually a bit about Egyptian coffee. So, let's start! I got many questions from people asking me what type of coffee that you drink in Egypt. Is it Egyptian? Is it Turkish? What kind of coffee? Actually, in Egypt, we drink all types of coffees. Of course, the international coffees, we drink the cappuccino, the espresso, and all this. But we also drink a very traditional coffee that's actually Turkish coffee, but it's different in the sense that we add some spices to it. I have one pack here, and in this pack, it's written, for example, what kind of spices that we have. We have, for example, cardamom, which is al-habbahan, or in the Khaliji dialects, the il-hil, like in Saudi Arabia, for example, they call it il-hil, habbahan, and also we have nutmeg, gost al-tib, nutmeg, and we have mystic, which is mystica. We say mystica in Egyptian. I don't know how people in other dialects say it. Maybe I make some research about it, but it's mystic, which is mystica. So we had habbahan, mystica, gost al-tib, and these are the typical let's say spices that we add to our Turkish coffee in Egypt, so it gets its special flavor. And Egyptians are fond of this coffee, and many Egyptians drink this coffee during specific times of the day, my father included. For example, drinking it after lunch, or in the morning after breakfast, 1 hour after breakfast, or during the sunset. So people differ on the specific times that they use to drink coffee in. So this is a Turkish coffee, and since I'm in Europe and I have induction, so I don't have the specific Turkish pots that we usually use in Egypt in order to make coffee. And these pots are very good to do if you have a gas stove, for example, but since you have induction, it's difficult to use the normal pot, so we use some other, let's say, invention that I think it's very interesting. And this invention is an electric coffee maker. Okay, this electric coffee maker is a pot, and it's heated electrically. So let's start right away. What we do is that we add some water that's enough for 1 cup of coffee. So after adding the water, I add some sugar, and I like my coffee to be, let's say, with half a spoon of sugar. So half a spoon of sugar for one cup. And then after this, I will add my coffee, which also will be like almost a full spoon, or let us say, nearly, a full spoon of coffee. You see that there's a layer that started to form on the surface of the coffee. This layer is called il-wish, we say it il-wish. And we get this layer and we start to get the coffee so fast before this layer is too much. We don't allow the coffee to boil a lot while we are preparing it. If we allow the coffee to boil and it keeps boiling for a few seconds, this layer will disappear. And in Egypt, and I think in Turkey as well, if you don't have this layer, then your coffee is not successful. You need to have this layer so that you have a properly made coffee. And this coffee is called, this is a Turkish coffee, but with a specific flavors, as I told you before. So it's an Egyptian type of Turkish coffee, and it's wonderful, and we like to have it a lot. So that was it. Just 5 minutes to make your coffee قهوة. So 5 minutes, 5 دقايق علشان أعمل قهوة. To make coffee. أعمل قهوة. Okay? So if you want to make a coffee, عايز تعمل قهوة, just make sure that you keep this layer on the coffee. So don't boil, ما تغليش. So from boiling, boil يغلي. ما تغليش القهوة. Don't boil the coffee كتير, too much. ما تغليش القهوة كتير. Okay, don't boil the coffee too much, or this layer, الطبقة دي, or الوش, this face or this layer will go, and then your coffee will not be properly made. I hope you like this coffee. So some words for you. coffee قهوة. coffee قهوة. أنا بعمل coffee. أنا بعمل قهوة. I'm making coffee. So this layer is wish, cardamom, الحبهان, for example, and cup of coffee, فنجان قهوة. This is called فنجان قهوة. I want to drink coffee. أنا عايز أشرب قهوة. أنا عايز أشرب قهوة. You can use all these phrases in order to handle this coffee situation. If you also had a chance to drink coffee from a device like this, or taste the Egyptian style of the Turkish coffee, just tell me in the comments, and don't forget to share this video and to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot, and see you in future videos. Now allow me to enjoy my coffee.